So here we are on a portal day, is what I would call it, because it is the 20th of the second month, February. So, with this being a portal day, I think the message is very timely as well. I was literally just talking about how things have been a bit overwhelming, but not in a bad way, because in the process of death and rebirth, which here we are in Pisces season, all about death in a way, because it is the end of the zodiac. So a lot of times we do associate Pisces energy with like mysticism and this ethereal realm and intuition and creativity and so forth. But being that it is the end of the zodiac, there is a representation of death. So there's a process of grieving. If you are in a regenerative cycle in your life, if you are in a process of death, rebirth, or just shifting, right? Even though you might not see it as death and rebirth, if you're having some shifts that you need to make, something has to be let go of. Okay. And so death doesn't have to be a physical death. Metaphorically, it can be just letting go of what no longer serves you so that you can make space to create something new, something better. Right. So that is the rebirth. And, it's timely. But with that being said, looking at things from a different perspective, we do have Pluto in Aquarius. So that is also about things shifting in different timelines that last for 20 years. So we have 20 years here with this Pluto Aquarius shift. We have the second month of the year, February. We also have today's date, the 20th. 2 plus 0 makes 2. And so with all that being said, like I said, it makes sense that tonight's message is one of cycles and rhythms. Okay. Just trying to make sure y'all can see that. Maeve. Oh, by the way, I ordered some new goddess cards, so we're gonna be switching it up a little bit. It's divine feminine cards. I'll still use these, but I'll just go, between the two interchangeably depending on how things feel. But honor my intuition. So it says to honor the cycles of your body, your energy levels, and your emotions, which, like I said, I find very timely because here we are astrologically wrapping things up. Okay, we've kicked off some new things. We have the linear new year, January 1st. We had the lunar new year, which was recently. And then we also have spring. So in the nature-based cycle, we also have that coming in March with the spring equinox and Aries season. So that is the new beginning. So if you've been feeling, a certain way emotionally, your energy levels have been, consistent or inconsistent, doesn't matter. It's all just feedback. But also the cycles of your body. I'll just be candid. About a few weeks ago, y'all, I did not know if I was pregnant. Don't judge me. But I didn't know if I was pregnant or going through perimenopause. so yeah, that's a little transparency. I think I'm going through perimenopause apparently. So that is another way of me having to grieve and let go of certain aspects of my womanhood, but also honoring the cycles of my body, my energy levels, my craziness, and my emotions. So Pisces rules the emotional realm, the intuitive realm. And so, yeah, hopefully you find your flow in all of this energy that is happening. But at the end of the day, may you honor your own cycle and rhythm and where you are. The goddess Maeve is a Celtic goddess who celebrates her femininity. Okay. It says her sexual appetite is legendary. She's been said to favor kings as her lover. Shall we tap into that? I think so. I like that. And legend has it that Maeve invoked labor pains on an army seeking to invade her land. It's a bit dramatic, but okay. And that she demanded that the battle cease during her menstrual cycle. Would that not be nice if we could all just take like the week of our menstrual cycle off to just relax? Nope. You gotta make it in a man's world. But anyways, call upon May for relief from pain associated with feminine cycles, including menstruation, labor, and delivery, as well as menopause. can't make this stuff up. I literally was talking about perimenopause. But when it talks about the pain associated with feminine cycles, it's not always your menstrual cycle. Those cycles can be moving from the maiden, the young and youthful, vibrant thing, okay, to becoming a mother or not. If not, and that's something you desire, but it hasn't happened yet, it's also okay to grieve that aspect of yourself if you're maybe past that point or think that you're past that point. I just realized recently that, or was educated that even though perimenopause, your cycle can be a little scanty or unpredictable, you still ovulate. So there's a reason why women in their mid 40s, late 40s still sometimes get pregnant, is because you may not have a consistent cycle. But regardless, having a cycle in general means you are ovulating. So you can still get pregnant. Okay. And with that being said, the feminine cycles can be from moving from the maiden to the mother, even grieving that aspect of no longer being that vibrant thing. And also moving into the MAGA, which is something that we haven't been taught, but the MAGA aspect is where you become that community leader. You become that part of you that is giving back to the community, that is standing on business, okay, that wants to do something more outside of just being playful and fun, or pursuing motherhood, or being a wife, that kind of thing. The part of you that desires more. There's a part of us as women that, I guess this is maybe is a collective message because I'm just on this channeled rant right now, but there's a part of us as women who have been denied an aspect of ourselves. Okay. And in the Tantra-based program, there's a fourth component that has been overlooked when it comes down to the cycles of a woman's life. And typically we know the mother, the maiden, and the crone, right? The triple goddess. But there's a fourth aspect, the Maga. She is the healer. She is the one who has pretty much done the work, right? She has achieved the accolades. She's got the experience. She has the wisdom, but she's not ready to roll over and die yet either. So that is not that that's necessarily the crone aspect, but the MAGA is that space in between. That is the Michelle Obama, okay, aspect of a woman's life. That is the Oprah Winfrey. That is the Hillary Clinton, okay? That is the Beyonce. That is all, like Kim Kardashian. The women that are in between their 40s, 60s, and 70s, that chunk of our life is called the MAGA. We, thanks to patriarchy as women, have been taught that if we are no longer young and vibrant, cute, pretty, doing all this stuff, vulnerable to manipulation, and our innocence can be taken from us, and so forth. That was triggering to anybody. I apologize. I don't apologize. I hold you in love in that space. But with that innocence and all that stuff of the maiden, right, through the lens of patriarchy, we have that aspect of the maiden. Then it's like, oh, well, she's purposeful in that way. She's also purposeful as a mother. I want a wife, someone to take care and raise my kids, that kind of thing. But then all of a sudden, it's like the kids leave the house, or maybe you never had kids, you're just kind of like, well, where do I fit in society? And you find yourself in this, well, should I just roll over and die? Because they say 40s is a woman's prime, but yet we're over the hill. How does that make sense? It doesn't. Because patriarchy doesn't get the life cycles of womanhood. It can't. It might conceptually get it, but the embodiment of it, it will never understand, right? It's like going to a male OBGYN. They can't, they understand intellectually how the menstrual cycle and all that stuff works, but they will never embody it, okay? And so what I'm talking about now as the collective message, I'll wrap this up, but the MAGA, the healer, is an aspect that has been left out, okay? And like I said, through the patriarchal lens, we have the maiden, the young, vibrant thing. We have the mother, which is also purposeful. I want a wife. I want someone to hold me down, my partner, whatever. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, once you've completed those assignments, I guess you're just supposed to sit around and knit and crochet until it's time for you to, what, retire and die? You know, no, excuse my language, but fuck that. And I say that because patriarchy is got some hateration, okay? And I I say that also because I met a client the other day who was telling me about someone that she knows. She's a 75-year-old woman. She's a crone, right? She's surpassed the MAGA aspect. However, she still serves that aspect as a guide, a wise woman, a sage for the community because she's inspiring. She's 75 years old and she says, I'm still very sexually active. I'm still like, I still enjoy intimacy, pleasure, sensuality, sexuality. She didn't say anything about a partner, but you know, it's none of my business. It's the fact that she's 75 years old and she says, I'm still very sexually active. Because you know what? On an anatomical level, just because you age as a woman, the most sensitive aspect of your womanhood, your clitoris or clitoris, however you want to call it, it doesn't lose sensation. It doesn't. You don't lose sensation in the nerve endings down there because, oh, you're 40, oh, you're 50, oh, you're 60. No, men, they lose certain aspects of their reproductive self. A woman does not. So just something to keep in mind, okay, when it comes down to how you perceive things, not only through the lens of divine feminine, divine masculine, but most importantly, being a woman, the embodiment of the divine feminine. You can experience pleasure through your body, through your life, for your entire life. So don't let anybody tell you different, okay? So yeah, let's get started with meditation. It's been a very interesting day, and I hope y'all enjoy that commentary. Let's get into meditation now. So that being said, if there are aspects of your life that you feel you need to honor or have not acknowledged, please allow that to come up. If there are aspects of yourself that you feel, like myself, I'm grieving part of my womanhood because going through perimenopause, I'm like, oh, shit, I'm getting older. So there's that aspect. But any parts of you that would like to come up, that you would like to sit with you or to sit with, invite her in. She is more than welcome. That is what this space is here for. Getting a little emotional, but that is what this space is here for. That's why I've always served this space. And for it to evolve to this space, I appreciate y'all being here. And with that being said, take some nice deep breaths. Maybe gently close your eyes. And just land where you may, gently and softly, here in this space. Allowing this evening's message and guidance serve you where it may. If anything feels triggered, that's okay. That just shows that on a deeper level, a subconscious level, there is some resonance. It's shaking things up. Something is ready to come up, to be seen. An aspect of you is ready to come up, to be seen, to be heard, to be valued, to be acknowledged. So invite her in. See what wisdom she may have to offer. Sit with her. What does she want to say? What stories does she have? What memories does she hold? Listen. Taking some nice deep breaths. Allowing the energy between you and these aspects of self that have shown up to settle in. Allow her to be comforted. Give her a hug, send her some love, offer her some grace. She's deserving of all of that. That part of you is worthy of all of that. You have permission to honor the cycles and the rhythms of your life and your beautiful, miraculous body. Day in and day out, the cells of your body regenerate. They reproduce, they die. Your heart beats without thinking. Digestive system processes food that you eat without you thinking. You move physically without any conscious thought. Your physical body does so much for you on a regular, everyday basis. Every day, every hour, every minute, every second, every millisecond. Your body has energy moving through it. Energy in motion. Emotion. This is why it's okay for you to take pride in being within a feminine body, for being emotional. You are here to embody all aspects of life, the highs, the lows, the ins, the outs, the cycles, and rhythms. You are a part of nature. And when you allow nature to mirror to you, you'll see its beauty, its strength, its abundance, its chaos, its destruction, its creation, its fruitfulness, its famine, its potential. All of life is cyclical. Depending on what viewpoint you see cycles, either as concentric circles or a spiral, yet energy is still in motion. It is still moving. The moon, stars, The entire universe all moves in cycles, and so do you. Are you the same person you were a year ago, 5 years ago, 10, 20, 30 years ago, or more? Probably not. Whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, sexually, does it really matter? The awareness shows us that we can change and move and adapt and evolve. We don't have to stay the same. Change is inevitable. It reminds us that we are dynamic women. We are dynamic beings. We have options. We create and we can deconstruct. That is our gift, our talent, our blessing, skill set, birthright that we possess. If the moon, the stars, the sun, the very universe, Mother Earth, has a cyclical nature, why would you be upset that you too have cycles? Honor them. Life inhales, and so do you. Life exhales, and so do you. Life expands, life contracts. Same as your lungs and your ribs as you breathe in and breathe out. Life flexes and then extends, and so do you. There are moments where you may flex on them, and you're feeling your best, your highest, most confident, most sexy, most beautiful. There are times where you also extend your graciousness, your love, your beauty, your words, your presence. There are times when you feel energized, awake, and alive, ready to move on, take on the next mission, do the next thing. But it's also okay if you don't feel like that. There are times when you may feel isolated, shy, quiet, reserved, detached. And that's okay as well. It's the ebb and flow of life. Endings and beginnings. This shows that you are truly alive in all ways. Notice your body, scanning your body from head to toe, allowing yourself to just drop down into the hips and allow your essence to expand, filling the entire room that you're in, no matter the size, from ceiling to floor, wall to wall. Notice the cycles and rhythms of your body. The breath in and out, the heartbeat, circulating your life force energy, your blood. Notice how that cycle influences your menstrual cycle. Wherever you are in the process, whether it's consistent or inconsistent. Just notice that flow, that cycle. This shows that you are an extension of heaven and earth. You're the embodiment of both spirit and matter, the etheric and the material. Celebrate these rhythms, these cycles. Embrace them as the essence of the life force energy that courses through your veins. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel your heart beat. Connect to your womb, your yoni. Maybe placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the low belly. You are the embodiment of the cosmic cycles above. The nature-based cycles of Mother Earth. Take a moment to truly ponder, to acknowledge and to accept that in all ways, all dimensions, all realities, this is the most truest form that you have, the embodiment of both, sacred embodiment. As above, so below. As within, so without. Take a moment to just rest. Allow yourself to be bathed in the essence of this moment. Allow all cares and worries to be soothed. Allow your body to be filled with ease, grace, calmness. Feel your emotional waters becoming tranquil and placid, regardless of what may be happening externally, internally. Allow yourself to be at ease. Allow the wisdom of your body to speak to you as you hold yourself in this precious space, this safe, sacred space. Is there anything that you wish to let go of? What aspects of yourself may you be grieving? What aspects of yourself are you having to let go of? Can you let her go with love? Acknowledge her, celebrate her. Just because you lay her to rest doesn't mean she is not worthy of your love, your acknowledgement. Maybe it's an identity that you've held on to. Maybe it's a cycle of your life coming to an end. Maybe it's a belief that you have about yourself that you've held on to for so long. Whatever it is, allow her to be seen and acknowledged so that you can move forward freer, purposeful, conscious, intentional. And know that wherever you are in your process, if you're at a high, it won't last forever, but you can allow yourself to celebrate every moment, every achievement, every strength you've developed to get here. Give yourself some flowers. Romance yourself, because you are worthy of that and more. Allow that energy to be amplified and spread and expand into the entire space that you're in, floor to ceiling, wall to wall. Take up some room. Take up some space. Space to invite in all the aspects of yourself that you may grieve. The aspects of yourself that have been through hardships and struggle, strife, trauma, heartbreak, disappointments. Invite all those versions of yourself in. There's plenty of room, and know that you can hold this space for all of them. You can love all of them. All of you is worthy of love. Unconditional love. And maybe they start to mingle. Your strengths, your weaknesses, the parts of you that are being let go of, being laid to rest, and the parts of you that are alive and vibrant. Maybe they learn to commingle. Maybe they learn a lesson from each other. Maybe they begin to dance one another, and all are celebrated. All aspects of you are celebrated. Your life is worthy of being celebrated, no matter where you are on this day, how you perceive it, how you perceive yourself. And just as the highs may not last forever, the lows won't either. How exciting is that? To know that if you are in a low space, a lull, this isn't going to last forever either. Allow yourself to be filled with excitement for what's to come. Allow yourself to be optimistic, faithful, joyous for what's to come. When you trust in the ebb and flow of life and know that nothing lasts forever, the highs and the lows, don't get too caught up in what's happening. You allow yourself to flow. You live in the flow. You get to experience all the colors of life, painting a beautiful picture. It's vibrant, colorful, full of energy, full of honor and respect, not only to all aspects of you, but to that which was that what is, and that is soon to be. Breathe in. Breathe out. Notice the ebb and flow of breath. Cyclical nature of your breath. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Is it smooth? Steady? It's a little choppy. On the next breath in, allow the belly to expand, the heart space to expand, mind to expand, and on the exhale, reverse the flow. Releasing any tension in the mind, softening the heart, softening the belly, all the way down to your pelvic floor. Allowing the pelvic floor to open up and expand on the inhale. Belly expands, the heart space, the mind, your crown becomes lit. Exhale, reversing that flow, allowing the crown energy to settle, the mind to become quieter, the heart space, the belly, pelvic floor to all soft. Inhale, breathing from the pelvic floor once again, all the way up through the belly, the heart space, the mind, your crown. Exhale, reversing that flow, allowing that golden crown energy to flow down through the body, all the way to the pelvic floor. Inhaling once again, allowing that energy to flow upwards from the base of your body, the belly, heart, mind, crown. Exhale, softening and crown all the way down to the pelvic floor. Just bring your hand, or both hands, to the low belly. pretend that you're just placing your hands over each ovary. Maybe your hands form the shape of a triangle as it covers the space of your yoni, your womb, your uterus, if you want to get scientific. And as you breathe in, feel this space expand. As you exhale, feel it contract. Inhale, allow it to expand once again, heart space in the mind. Exhale, allow it to contract and release. Squeezing all the way out to the low belly, your womb, your yoni, sacral chakra, whatever's comfortable for you. Inhale, allowing it to expand once again. Bringing the energy all the way up. Exhale, reversing the flow. See if you can make this flow and this breath even smoother as it lands softly at the bottom on the exhale. The transition between the inhales and exhale becomes so fluid, so smooth. When reading energy, the breath gives you a story. The way you breathe is the way you experience life. The more fuller you breathe, the fuller life becomes for you. When you can breathe all the way down to the pelvic floor and into your sacral chakra, your womb space, and allow the energy to come all the way up through the body, through the heart space, the mind, and the crown, it allows you to access the portals of your divine will, your divine passion, your divine mind, your higher self. As you reverse the flow, exhaling from the crown all the way down through the mind, heart space, your womb, your sacral chakra, and the pelvic floor, you bring that higher consciousness, that higher mind, higher love, inspiration, creativity down to the body and into your physical reality. You become embodied, above and below, within and out. There is no faking it till you make it. You just are. This is proof that you've done the work. And sometimes it's as simple as doing the breath work. Your breath is an indication how you move through cycles and rhythms of your life. The life force energy that moves through your blood, your menstrual cycle, is a representation of how you flow through life. May you find ease and grace in all the rhythms and cycles that you move through, that you flow through. May you always remember to honor cycles of your body, your energy, time, your emotion, where you are in your process, but know that all are welcome. All are worthy of being alive and free. All are worthy of being laid to rest and grieve. You are worthy of all of this. For you are heaven on earth, sacred, special, loved, supported, embodied, and integrated. As you begin to wiggle your toes, fingers, allowing that energy to expand even greater through your body. Maybe taking some ankle rolls, rolling through the wrists, some hip circles, shoulder rolls, moving your neck in circles one way and then the next. If you feel called, give yourself a hug, because you are worthy of all the love that you offer any and everyone else. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, opening your eyes when you are ready. Well, I believe my initial channeling, not gonna call it a rant, I'll call it a channeling, was organic, it was raw, it was uncut, it was impromptu. But one thing about me, I'm gonna go with the flow. So that's what happened. That's what I'm gonna let it be. And yeah, I hope to see you all again this next cycle, this next week that transpires. And may you have a blessed week. And we'll move into the personal readings. So leave it at that today.